Kar sukrai ruam prate pantan Sawadi chan sastra char e Ribeiro. Hello, my Thai friends. My name is Professor Ribeiro. I'm a Spanish guy from Brazil. I will present this class named International Trading Through Cryptocurrencies. This presentation will be in English with some phrases in Thai. Since now, I ask my apologize because I don't speak Thai. I'm learning just for this class. Quan tai tai tan ka ka huan prate pela ka lebiklin lea kartamine. International Trading Challenge. We have 3 problems in transactions involving 2 or more countries. The first one is the transactions takes too long time, maybe 3, 4, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month maybe. And during this time, if you are the seller, you are without the merchant and still get the money. While if you are the buyer, you pay, but your merchants still don't arrive for you. Besides, there are a lot of problems about exchanging currencies. For example, here in Brazil, you use currency real, while in Thailand, you use the baht. So if I buy something for you, I will pay in reais. It will be exchanged to dollars, American dollars maybe, or euros, and then in bahts. That's a problem because your money pass for 2, 3 exchangers, so each one will charge you, and the buyer will pay more, and the seller will receive less. And the third one problem, that's the fees. We have a lot of fees. Okay, we have 3 big problems. However, that's an important thing to realize. We must and we want trade merchants to another countries. We don't want to give up, but for sure we want a better way. That's my class now. Terakta Yelrai, but what can we do now? Rab Tuntun Talea Rudrau Pen Yurai. How about a trading system that you can pay and receive fast? Let's suppose I buy you something. I'm here in Brazil, you in Thailand. I pay now 3 o'clock afternoon, December 26, and you will receive in 2 or 3 minutes my money. Cool, right? Besides, you will pay only a small fee, a fee that would be less than 1 baht. Cool, right? Even better, you don't need to worry about exchanges. If you use baht and I use reais, and we have dollar, euro, that stuff, never worry, because I will pay you in a cryptocurrency. You will receive in the same cryptocurrency, and then you will exchange the cryptocurrency for baht. Tai Sekunigai Kehakurai. But what are cryptocurrencies? made using computing algorithms and cryptography in order to validate transactions and generate economic value. This kind of currency, they are created by a community, and they used to be uncentralized, which means the government don't participate in this creation, but you have still to pay your taxes for sure. But in the currency, it doesn't intervene. The best thing, cryptocurrencies used to be borderless, which means the money can go out and go in any countries in the same way you send an email. Let's compare email, electronic mail, with the traditional post office. When you send an email to someone in another country, doesn't matter which country it is. He or she will receive your email in a few seconds. While if you use a mail and the post office service, they have to do a lot of work and still take too long to receive the card. He will send your card and the destinatory will receive days, weeks, and so on. Depends of the country, for sure. But money is the same thing. The fiduciary money depends of a lot of institutions, dealers, traders, exchanges, government, and banks, and so on, while the cryptocurrency is a peer-to-peer communication, which means only the two interested peoples, I mean the buyer and the seller. The buyer sends the money to the seller and the seller receives, period. So the transaction can be very, very fast because of this, right? Lead by time technique. The technical explanation will be only in English, but I will share you. Well, you can see here a drawing of a chain with some blocks. Let's suppose the first transaction using a cryptocurrency in the block 1. But in the block, we don't have only one transaction, but 2, 3, 4, 10, 100, depends. Well, all these transactions are saved in a block encrypted. And then this block will never be updated forever. But the next transactions will be kept on a second block. But the second block will contain the hash, which means the encrypted transactions of the prior block plus the transactions of the current block. And more, the third block will contain the hash of the transactions of the prior block, which contains also the prior block, and so on. Why? Well, this chain causes an interesting thing. The more blocks we have, the hardest will be to invade, and then the safe will become safe. Let's see another screen here. Well, but we have this situation here. Before a transaction will be registered in a block, the block will not be inserted in the blockchain before being validated by the community, which means we have these computers named miners, and then the miners has the goal of check, validate the transactions and prove that these set of transactions are really validated. But we have a lot of miners in a cryptocurrency community. Now, the encrypted code, the miners have to discover the transactions and the link with the encrypted word, which means the hash. The first miner to reach this goal will be rewarded with some coins. But the thing is not that simple, because the miner can say, hey, I got the solution, but other miners must validate. They have to prove it, they have to check if the solution is real, and if the majority agrees with the solution, well, the block is validated. This block will go to the blockchain, and the miner who found the solution will be rewarded. And then the system got safe, transparent. The system doesn't depend about only one person, but a lot of people. That's important in order to have an honest system. Since the block has a lot of transactions, look this interesting thing. You pay a tiny fee, but a lot of people pay this tiny fee. But the sum of these tiny fees will create a large value, and this large value will be used to pay the miner who discovered the solution and to validate these transactions. Another thing, if a block is inserted in the blockchain, this block will never be updated nor deleted from the blockchain. The blockchain is like a database where you can only add data, never edit nor delete, only add. And this makes the things very safe. Besides, you can check the historical of the blockchain whenever you want. You can see all the historical of the cryptocurrency. Cool, right? Which means that's almost impossible to do wrong things with cryptocurrency. Everything is recorded. Once you send money to someone else, this will be registered forever and ever. I used to say, more transparent than a ghost, right? Cool. Mihiri Makmani Lok. Now we have more than 5,000 different cryptocurrencies in our world. Cool, right? But although most of them has a serious proposal, there are several which has bad proposals, which means like cheat coin, useless coin, if you prefer. But that's a challenge to recognize a serious coin among several. So I will help you in this patch. Well, let me present you a real cryptocurrency, the LKX. Why? Why LKX? Well, LKX is very fast. You can send and receive money in minutes, seconds, because it has a system called masternode, which means people who create a server and put on them a lot of coins, a lot of LKX, and while your block is not confirmed yet, the masternode pay your transaction, and then after the block will be inserted on the blockchain, the masternode take back its money plus a reward. In order to understand, each minute will be a new block at LKX blockchain, and while this block is generated, the system creates 5 units of LKX. 2.4 units is used to pay the miner. 1.6 is used to reward the masternode, and 1 unit is used to the management of the blockchain itself. So this system is very interesting to the masternode and for the users. Another interesting thing is that the offline wallet. Look, the fiduciary money you keep on bank account. The crypto coin you keep in wallet. The wallet can be online or offline. Online is a kind hard to manage and understand. I mean the offline. But the offline is much more safe because a hacker can invade your bank account, can invade an online wallet, but he won't get your money if it is in an offline wallet. So the offline is very safe. And the LKX has this application named LKX Core. You can download for free, install in your computer, and then use your offline wallet. Cool, right? Later in this video, I will present you the LKX Core and the online wallets in order to help you understand the system better. Oh, LKX is your solution, right? Well, the steps: download LKX Core, install it, create your wallet, and spread your contacts. Like, hey, you can buy things from me paying in LKX. It's cheap, it's fast, it's cool, it's the future, right? Well, let's see how it works. Look, this is the LKX website, lkxcoin.com. Here you can know more about the LKX. For instance, the technology, the algorithm X11, the same used in the Dash cryptocurrency, the blockchain, the goals, the futures, and the use, informations, distribution, integration, websites, partners that use LKX, and here you can download the LKX Core for Macintosh, Windows, 32 bits, 64 bits, and Linux, the x86, 64, the ARM, and the ARC, 64 bits, depends of your system. Well, I have already downloaded, so I will show you the software itself. But the download is simple, just click and wait the time. The system is updating the blocks that was created since the last time I used it. Let me just organize the window here. Okay, we have to wait a little bit. You can see the blocks are missing, the time when the last block was put on the blockchain, but not in blockchain itself, but in my blockchain here. The progress, the cadence, and the time in minutes, 3 minutes. But sometimes it's faster than it, as you can see here. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, I created a new wallet. So I have 0 LKX, and the system is synchronized yet. Oh, okay, it's finished. Well, the system here for me is in Portuguese because I'm here in Brazil, but you can put it in another language. Let me just look around here. Hey, look, you can use the LKX Core in Thai. Just change, click, and reset the app. As I don't understand the Thai, I won't do that, but you can do in your computer, right? There are several languages here. Well, let's continue. How can I know my wallet? That's easy. You have the last option here in the first menu. You can create the wallet clicking in the first button, name, like yeah. And that's it. Let me organize here a little bit. Oh, okay. Let me show you. This is an LKX address. A lot of Latin letters and numbers. the first letter will be always this L, we call it L, and the others are very random. You have to take care, because if you type, it's very usual to make a typo, mainly if you are used to another alphabet system like in Thai. Well, use the resource of copy and paste, will be easier and safer, but you can distribute this address to everyone. People will pay you through this address. Not this. This is mine, right? But you will create another for you, and this you will create is that the one you will distribute, right? Well, let me see another things. If you want to send as easy. You just paste the address of the person will be received. You can save in your notepad, so you can give a name and the amount. The text, as you can see here, it's 1,000 shastons, which means 1 LKX divided by 10,000s. Let me do a fast math here. Look, today 1 LKX is equal a little more than 1.5 bahts. So if you divide by 10,000s, you will pay around 0.00015 bahts in fees. Really? That's we have here. So you click in send, and that's fine. We have another stuff here, but the main stuff is whatever I showed now. You can ask me, Professor, how can I get my first LKX? Well, you have to buy them in an exchange. Let me show you some exchanges. The first one is the xcrypto.com. You have to sign it up. It's in Portuguese, but you can change to English. That's fine. Click here to enter. I don't know. Okay, here, English. Register. You put your country here, your email, declare you have 18 years old or more, and you read and agree with the terms. Click on next, and then you will receive an email and the other steps to create your account. Well, I will enter in mine only to show you how to use it. Well, I made my login, so now I have to put my 2FA safe code. Yeah, let me look here. It's a little slow. Okay. Right. That's the back office. You go in exchange, basic, or one click. Let's suppose you have bitcoins. Bitcoins is the most common cryptocurrency. because if you are trying to work with if you try to work with another currency like CBRL, that's mean a Brazilian cryptocurrency, and a USDT, and you have another one like Bitcoin, Dogecoin. We have here also Ethereum, Litecoin. Well, you have to, in order to buy LKX, you must use RAS, a Brazilian one, USDT, that's an international one, and CBRL would be a Brazilian cryptocurrency also. But oh, I don't have these currencies. How can you still buy LKX? Well, if Xcrypto doesn't have the solution, well, you can look another one, that the CoinTrade. CoinTrade is another exchange that works with LKX. You can, it's in Portuguese, but you can register here. In my case, I already registered, so okay. Let me put my 2FA here. Just wait a little bit. Well, this is CoinTrade here. Let's suppose you wanna buy LKX. You can put here Bitcoins. You can make your deposit in Brazilian reais and another cryptocurrencies. You have to have another cryptocurrency or Brazilian reais in order to take. But this coin here, USDT, is a easy cryptocurrency to work. What else? The Bitcoin itself. So you buy, and then you can exchange your USD, your Tether, your Bitcoin in LKX. That's the way you got your first LKX. Besides, you can get your LKX just selling your products to people that use this cryptocurrency. Well, for now is this. I would like to say kapun. And if you need something, just contact me. I will put my contact data here. Well, that's me. You can send email, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, my website, YouTube. I understand Portuguese, English, Spanish, right? So, thank you again, and my name is Renato Ribeiro. My pleasure to talk to you, Thai people.